We've got quite an exciting week this week. It's gonna be the best freaking shit ever. A healthier, high-protein version of the Gigi Hadid vodka pasta. I'm now convinced that I should be doing yoga at least once a week. It's an event in Sydney. I don't know if I want to name and shame any airlines here. Hello guys, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. I'm actually at the dentist right now and it's time for me to go into my appointment. I just wanted to start off this video by saying if you need to go to the dentist and get a checkup or a clean, if you haven't been in the past, I think they say every 6 months. I'm not that good, I don't go every 6 months. But if you haven't gone in a while, go to the dentist because you only get one set of teeth, unless you get fake ones, like me. Although not all my teeth are fake, just this one and this one are fake teeth. Anyway, but the rest of them are real. I recently had Invisalign at this dentist as well. I'm going to Dental Boutique. So yeah, I hope there's nothing else that I need to do. No cavities or whatever. I have very good teeth health. I floss every night, so fingers crossed. Anyway, what an exciting way to start the vlog off. I'm home, guys, and can I just say it's weirdly gotten like a bit cold. I think, to be fair, it was a sunny day and now it's starting to rain a bit. It's also like the rainiest year in Brisbane. I swear to God, it's raining all the time here. We're supposed to be the sunny state, Queensland. That's not the case. Anyway, I found out a crazy fact at the dentist. I got my checkup and my clean done. She was so lovely, my dentist today. This was someone I hadn't seen before, Dr. Chow, and she was amazing. And she told me something I've never heard before at the dentist. So I thought, if you're drinking sugar-free drinks, that's fine for your teeth. The only thing, obviously, is that like dark colored drinks like coffee or Diet Coke can stay in your teeth because they're brown. So I just drink mine with a straw. So I'm like, it's sweet. There's no sugar, it's not eating away at the enamel of my teeth. But I've always been a person that struggled with cavities, which I thought was strange because I floss and I brush my teeth and do all of the teeth health things. But apparently it's the acidity in your saliva that can also create cavities. So if you're someone that sits there and sips on a coffee for a long period of time or sips on a Diet Coke for a long period of time, that is lowering the level of acid in your mouth or lowering the pH level in your mouth, which is giving you cavities. Mind freaking blown. So now when I drink my drinks, I'm gonna have to drink them quicker. Anyway, very interesting facts for the vlog. I'm making something that I saw on TikTok and it's a bakery in Sydney. So I have to make it myself because I can't get it in Brisbane. And they make custard filled hot cross buns for Easter. They have custard flavor, they have Biscoff flavor. I think it's Biscoff custard though, and then Nutella flavored custard in the center of these fresh bakery made hot cross buns. Play the hot cross bun, the custard hot cross buns.
Viral custard hot cross buns are back for another year.
We're making that. Yum. Freaking yum. Okay, so I've got mini, just traditional hot cross buns. We're not going crazy here. They're nice and fresh from the Coles Bakery. And then I've bought a light custard mix. So I'm gonna make my own custard. I'm gonna make it nice and thick. I'm gonna cut this slab of hot cross buns in half, set it in the fridge, and then dust it off with icing sugar. And I think that's gonna be the best freaking shit ever. Also, light custard, mini hot cross buns. The serving size of that is gonna be way less calories than having like a big hot cross bun with loads of butter on it. Because let's be honest, you're not eating a hot cross bun dry unless it's a flavored one. You know what I mean? Very excited for this. We've got quite an exciting week this week. We still had the builders in fixing stuff and my brother's coming next week from America with his whole family and they're gonna be staying with us. Not sure if I'm gonna be vlogging that or not. I'll keep you updated. I'll definitely just wanna have some like catch up time with him and his wife and kids. But another thing that I've got on this week is an event in Sydney. So I'm leaving on Friday. And I don't think I know anyone going to this event. I'm staying at the little Stanley Hotel. I think that's what it's called. And it's a really nice hotel. I've stayed there before for a Stacks event. It's beautiful. So I can't wait to show you that. It's definitely one of my top recommendations if you're staying in Sydney. And yeah, I've got an event with a company called Withings. So stay tuned to find out what that is. I'm very excited, but a little bit nervous because I don't think I'm gonna know anyone. It is what it is. All right, let's make some treats, some sweet treats. Whilst we're waiting for the custard to set for these delicious hot cross buns, which I will do a taste test for you as well. Let's do another taste test because I just got a package in the mail. I've already thrown the box away. But this is what we got. They're from Proper Crisps, and it's a collaboration with Al Brown. I don't know who that is. I'm quite bad at knowing who people are. But we've got Custard ketchup inspired chips and habanero mustard inspired chips. Look, I'm not gonna try the mustard ones because I don't wanna make both of them stale because I'm only gonna have a couple. And they also gave me the sauce versions as well. It's giving like American, but I'm not sure if that's what they're going for. It's giving like hot dog sauce. Anyway, I'm gonna try these ketchup ones because I remember having Samboys, like the tomato sauce flavored Samboys growing up as a kid, and I loved them. They weren't a favorite for everyone, but I was a big fan. I'm not sure what Custard is though. I'm probably saying that really wrong, so I apologize. Ah! Oh my God. Okay, the smell isn't giving too much away. Definitely looks like a good made chip. Oh my God. These are so good. It's like a mix between light and tangy and ketchup. Not overpowering, not super strong like a Samboy. And the chips are better quality than Samboy. Wow. I actually really enjoy these. Like in a party bag of chips, I would pick this flavor, if that makes sense. You know, the bags with the multiple flavors and you really only like 2 or 3 flavors that comes in it, and then you eat those ones first, and then when you get to the shit flavors, you're like, oh, I rate it. Not sure where they're selling it, but it's a good time. And it makes me think that that sauce is gonna be really yummy too. Quite low cal. It does have chili in it. So it's crushed red chili as like the 5th ingredient. So it could be spicy. These aren't spicy though. Guys, it was a fail. I didn't set the custard for long enough. It did say set it for 2 hours, and I maybe set it for about 20 minutes. So when I put the hot cross bun tops on, it all leaked out, so I might have to make this again. I've just put it in the fridge just to like see if something can happen. Fingers crossed, you never know. But on the plus side, custard is so low in calories. That light custard, this like is like nothing. It just depends what milk you use. And it's so good. Maybe the trick is to use homemade custard, so I could make it even bigger. But yum. So we've got here a healthier, high protein version of the Gigi Hadid vodka pasta with chicken, because I don't think she has any meat in hers. I think hers is just like a vegetarian pasta, but also doesn't have any vodka in it. I just glazed it with the pasta water. We're gonna give it a little try. I did put chili flakes on it. I'm not sure if it needed it.
Put chili flakes on it?
I did, not too many, because I know the chili flakes are really hot. Maybe pepper would have been nice too. I feel like if I made it a second time, I'd be better. Is it good? You like it?
Who's the big fella from MasterChef?
I have no idea.
The big guy. Lovely.
What are you saying?
You know the big guy from MasterChef?
Kind of.
Fine. I'm just paying you a compliment.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Okay.
Do you want to tell them about our new nighttime routine that we've implemented?
That Beck's implemented.
Yeah, but it's great, isn't it? So,
The Beck method.
I've been listening. It's actually not the Beck method. It's off Mel Robbins. I might be saying her name right. I think
Love her
it's
stuff.
Mel Robbins. Really, really, really good podcast to listen to if you want to like learn about wellness stuff, wellness hacks for your life. So what we're doing is we've moved our phone chargers from our bedside tables. Mine's in the bathroom and Tim's is on my dressing table in the walk-in closet. So we can't go on our phones before bed, and the phone's not the first thing we see in the morning, well, when we turn our alarm off, I guess. But for 2 reasons, right? Better sleep, because we're not having that blue light or staying up late because we're scrolling through TikTok. And we also have to stand up to turn off the alarm, so we can't snooze it.
Which is super annoying.
It's perfect. You just get up. Not that you did that this morning. I put my alarm on and got up.
But how many times have I woken up like late? You know, like I need to know. We don't have a clock.
Yeah, you can have the alarm on and it goes off in the bathroom. You
But
still
what if I
heard
forget?
it.
What if I forget the alarm?
It's just like setting your alarm normally.
I suppose you're right.
I think you're just making up excuses here because you want to scroll on the good old ticky-tocky before
I do
bed.
like a bit of ticky-tocky before bed.
But it's so bad for your sleep. You end up sleeping later. So I'm reading a book before bed to get myself in like a sleepy mood. You need to get a good book.
I fell asleep straight away last night.
Yeah, he just falls asleep straight away anyway. Is anyone else's boyfriend like that? Just like, boom, passed out.
Just not a care in the world.
Yeah. Oh, good. I cooked the chicken really well. This is yummy. Hello guys and happy Wednesday. I'm going to Blondie Salon, the Morningside store, which I've never actually been to before. They've offered to do keratin bond extensions on me for like in exchange for some sort of promo. So I kind of took the opportunity. I wasn't really looking to get extensions, but I've never tried keratin bonds. I've had tapes before and I found they were a little bit annoying when they started growing out because you could see them when you have your hair up. Like, I guess it just depends how thick or thin your hair is. Like, I feel like the front part of my hair is quite thin. So the bonds are like smaller. I don't know. I'm interested to see how it turns out. I'm just about to go into the salon, not to get the extensions today, but to get a color match. So let's do it. And then I'll give you all the update. I don't know if I'm gonna go for length or thickness or what. I haven't washed my hair since going to the gym this morning and I feel really bad. It's just greasy. Good morning guys, happy Thursday. I've just been drafting my YouTube video that's going live tonight, which is a macro-friendly, high-protein grocery haul, and it's quite affordable. I think altogether it was $110 and I got toilet paper with that. So if you want to check out that video, I also give like nutrition and fat loss and dieting tips in that too. In the next few minutes, Connor is going to be coming over and we're gonna head to the shops together. We're gonna get coffee and just catch up because I haven't seen her in ages. I also need to hand a watch in to get it like resized. You know, like watch links, I was trying to like do it myself, but it's so difficult. So I'm just gonna take it to like Mr. Minute. And then I also need to pick up a few things. Obviously, you know, I'm going to Sydney on Friday and staying there till Saturday. I'm not getting back till late Saturday night. And my brother and his family are visiting for 2 weeks from America. It has been a really long time since they visited. Like, he's actually never met Tim before. But just because life is busy, I guess. Like, he's got 2 kids and has lived there ever since he turned 18. He's 6 years older than me and I'm 29. So it's been a long time him living there. Obviously, I've visited him in that time and he's come here, but he hasn't come here in years, like five plus years, I think. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna go to the shops and pick up like a welcome home kind of something or other. Also to surprise the kids too. And then probably get them some like Australian snacks because they're gonna be staying with us whilst they're here. And like my other family live quite close as well. We just have like the most space obviously because there's just 2 of us and we live in a house. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm gonna pick up some stuff for him. I'm gonna attempt to make these custard hot cross buns because last time it was a fail. And yeah, I'll keep you updated. Hello guys, I'm sorry. I've been a little bit slack with the vlog. It is Friday and I am going to Sydney, but my flight is not until 5:40, which is very strange. Normally if I'm going to Sydney, it's such an early flight, but it's kind of nice. It gives me a chance to get stuff done. Kind of like picked out what I'm gonna wear. I've got some new pieces from PE Nation, which I'll show you tomorrow. I've got 2 of their jumpers packed. One's like a knitted vest. And I just don't know how cold it's gonna be in Sydney right now. I should look at the weather, but I assume in the morning when I'm going to the event, because it's a morning event on Saturday, that it will be quite chilly. But I think last time I left you, I said I was going to the shops to get stuff for my brother for when he arrives. So I thought I'd give you a haul of what I got. So I saw one welcome home banner, but it was really tacky from Big W. So instead I got this like letterboard and I'll probably put like welcome home and then have Jack and the rest of his family's names underneath there. Bet, Henry and Sienna. I just hope it has enough letters for those names. I'm sure it will. And then I just got some like classic Aussie snacks that I'm gonna like lay out in the kitchen. I did think about getting like Aussie flags or something like that, but I couldn't find anything. So we've got classic meat pie flavoured CCs. Never seen those before, but they were on special. Burger rings. Don't think they sell those in America. A classic, and maybe my favourite chocolate. Could be one of my favourite chocolates. Caramello koala. We've got killer pythons. He used to love those growing up. And then I got a Retro's party mix. I know he really likes those old-fashioned milk bottles, but I feel like you need to go to like a sweet store, like an actual confectionery store to find them. They're like bigger, harder on the outside, but the ones that come in these bags are like the soft ones, but I couldn't find anything else that were worse. I've got 2 little jars of Vegemite. I'm gonna make the kids have Vegemite. I'm not gonna make them, I'm gonna get them to try Vegemite on toast for breakfast and get their reactions. It'll be so funny. I've got a Vegemite flavored oats. This is actually like a limited edition collab that I got sent like a year ago, and I just thought it was funny. And then of course, Tim Tams and a wagon wheel. Pretty sure these are Aussie. I'm pretty sure you don't get those overseas. So yes, they're coming on Sunday morning. I'm so pumped to see them. And that is the plan. I've just got like a bit of cleaning up and stuff to do today and a bit more work, but to be honest, other than you guys, I'm not going to really have anyone to talk to just in Sydney. So I'm going to do a lot of my work kind of on the plane on the way there. I don't know a soul going to this event. And I'm not nervous or anything, like it'll be fine. It just might be a little bit lonely because normally if I was going to an event in Sydney, like I'd be getting ready with like my friends and we would all be going together. Whereas like I'm literally going to the hotel, sleeping, getting up on my own, getting ready and going to the event on my own. But I'm sure I'll meet some lovely people at the event and I'll have you guys to keep me company. Packed and ready, and guess who's taking me to the airport?
All right.
Timmy. I'm like unsure because I'm gonna get there really late. So like when do I have dinner? Because I know I'm gonna be hungry. I did bring a Macromite protein ball and a little snackaroo.
What do they have in Sydney that they don't have in Brisbane?
Lots of stuff, but like
Bad
I think
weather.
I'll be so hungry. I actually forgot to check the weather, so it could be freezing. I did bring like a jumper, but not like a super warm one. Surely it's not going to be freezing at this time of year, do you think?
I don't know, I would have Googled it.
Anyway, I want to know, how early do you get to the airport for a domestic flight? Let me know in the comments below. I like to cut it quite fine if I'm not checking in a bag because I hate waiting at the airport. But I don't know, Brisbane Airport's not the best when it comes to like security. Wow. It's not, you know that. Remember that time that we were leaving Brisbane Airport and it took like hours to get out?
I remember arriving and it taking hours.
Yeah.
But that was customs.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. So the event that I'm going to is for Withings. I'm actually wearing the watch. I hit my arm on a door, don't mind that. I'm wearing the watch now, can you see it? Is it gonna focus? Yeah, so it's like gold and silver. I actually really like the design of the watch, but it's like, I don't know if they want me to say this, but it's kind of like an Apple Watch or like a Fitbit. Like it tracks like your health and your heart rate and your steps and all of that stuff. So that like black screen on there is actually digital. Once I press like that button on the side, you can see like a little screen that pops up and it's connected through the app on your phone. I only literally just got it this week. So I'm just going to like hear about the watch. There's also like some yoga that's gonna happen. Yeah, afternoon breakfast, and then yeah, someone's going to talk to us about like what the company's about. So it'll be interesting to learn a little bit more about it because I don't know too much. I also had to get some of the links taken off, and I went to Mr. Minute. I haven't been to Mr. Minute in so long.
In a hot minute.
Oh, cost me $14 just for them to take a couple links out of the watch.
Yeah, see, but like, remember I tried doing it and...
Apparently we were doing it the wrong way.
Sorry?
We were hitting it out the wrong way. That's what he said. Anyway.
Could he tell that?
Yeah, he could.
We tried?
Yeah, because it was still out of the watch when I brought it. Yeah, he was like, what are you doing here? Anyway, got it fixed. So yeah, hopefully we make it to the airport. Flying with Jetstar. And I've definitely got over 7 kilos, which is the baggage allowance. Maybe like 8 kilos. But I will pay the extra if need be. I'm not going to bring down the plane with my extra 2 kilos. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh yeah, your money will definitely help it not go down. That's for sure.
But some people actually get really upset when you like go on the plane with over your allowance. They get really freaked out because
Who do?
I have a friend that mentioned it, and I was like, oh, I always do that. If they let me go on, my bag is generally like at least 1 kilo over. And my friend was like, no, you can't do that because it's like the plane calculates the weight of the stuff.
Oh.
But equally, like, if you were getting the flight instead of me, you weigh more than me.
Whoa.
So my bag is that weight, you know? I don't know, not sure.
Like first class people get like 40 or 60 kilos.
Yeah, but they only allow that for first class passengers.
Yeah, but surely no one in first class is bringing 60 kilos worth of luggage.
Surely. See you at the airport. I wish you were coming. You had the opportunity to come. Bye. I decided to get some dinner. I got like a teriyaki beef bowl from Momo Momo. And they actually made it really quick. And I've got 10 minutes to eat this before we board. So I think that's perfect timing. Don't need to come to the airport super early, in my opinion. I've just checked into my hotel. I've stayed here before. I actually stayed here for the first ever Stacks event that I went to. But it is a really cute hotel. It's very studio vibes. Coming back like a second time. Like it is a studio, I guess. Simple, but nice. And they've left me something on the bed. So I thought that we could open that together. TV. And everything is like automatic, like all the lights, the TV, like room service, everything you do off this iPad, and yeah, including like the curtains and the blinds and stuff. But it does feel very weird being completely by myself. It's so funny because when I first started doing this, and when like obviously Tim couldn't go because of work or whatever, or if he wasn't invited, I would always go to these things by myself because I didn't know anyone in the influencer space. I also just realized I'm still wearing my headphones but listening to nothing. But yeah, because I didn't know anyone, I would always go to events by myself. And I was just messaging my friend before and she was like, oh, what are you doing? And I was telling her and she was like, that's actually kind of scary, like going to an event and not knowing anyone. And I was just like, I feel like I've done it so many times now that I don't really get nervous. Like I just talk to anyone really. And it's always really interesting meeting other people in the industry. I'm like unsure if this is from the hotel or from the company that I'm going to the event for. When I did check in, the guy, the Uber dropped me off at the wrong hotel. I literally was like, I'm like, check-in's closed, the doors weren't opening. And I was like, I guess I'm just gonna be sleeping on the street tonight. But anyway, I did find it was a couple doors down. Anyway, the guy at check-in gave me a free cocktail at their rooftop bar upstairs, which is actually a really nice bar. I've been there before, but I only have sneakers. That's my only pair of shoes that I brought. Do I just go up like this and get a cocktail? And just sit on my own? Okay. Oh, it's like a proper hand written note. I'm gonna close that nicely because I haven't actually taken a photo of it yet. Okay, it's from the company. Beck, we're so excited to have you with us tomorrow for our brunch and yoga class to celebrate the launch of ScanWatch Nova Brilliant. As a French brand, we couldn't resist bringing a little taste of Paris to Sydney. We hope you enjoy these macarons. Can't wait to see you there. And it says something in French, and I'm not going to say it because I'll butcher it. I thought so. When I was looking at it, it is a European brand. Okay, the Withings team. The Withings. Maybe it's Whittings. And I've been saying Withings this whole time. I'm really unsure. I'll find out tomorrow. Okay, I've got the macarons. Oh my God, this is like professional. La Belle Mite. To enjoy them at their optimum texture, your macarons are best eaten within 3 to 4 days. They should be stored airtight and refrigerated. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh no. Okay. I've accidentally just unraveled them. And I feel like I wanted to do a TikTok of this. It's giving Blair Waldorf. Can you see that? They look really yummy. There's like a bunch of different flavors. I wish they said what flavors they are. Well, I didn't expect any sweet treats when I got here and I wanted a dessert and I felt like I had an early dinner, so I knew I'd be hungry. I'm also getting my period, so I was craving something sweet and I went past Krispy Kreme at the food court. So I got this donut. Oh, shit. I actually haven't had any other donut other than an original glazed donut, I think, from Krispy Kreme. But I think it's my period telling me that I need to eat something sweet. So I just got a vanilla custard donut. Oh my God. I think I'm gonna eat this because I can put those in the fridge. This will go bad in like a day. And then me and Tim can have those at home, maybe do another taste test, I'm not sure. But I forgot how good Krispy Kremes were. Oh my God. There's not a lot of custard filling, but the donut's so good by itself anyway that it doesn't even matter. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna call Tim so he doesn't think that I've been abducted. So I've done my makeup. I've broken my headband when I was doing my makeup, which you'll see because I did like an Instagram reel of my makeup. I literally went to put my headband on, which I was gonna wear today to keep my hair off my face, and it snapped. Lucky I brought a claw clip as well because I know we're gonna be doing yoga, but also wanna take nice pictures. I don't have anything to put my hair up. Like I need my slick bun equipment to make it look nice, and sometimes, you know how your hair just doesn't slick back nice some days? I feel like that would be the day if I tried to do my hair in a slick bun. I've gone with this P Nation jacket. There was a vest, but I think it's a bit cold outside to wear. No sleeves. Shorts, sneakers. I got my Withers or Witters watch on. I also tried those macarons this morning for a TikTok, and guys, they were the best macarons I've ever had in my life. I can't remember what name it was. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. I just like kind of had like a couple of bites because it's still 8 AM in the morning. I didn't really feel like it, but I just wanted to do a taste test, so I'll bring them home for Tim to try as well. But I need to get going to this event. It's at Manly Pavilion, which I don't think I've ever been to. I looked it up though, and it looks stunning. The event. I still haven't recognized anyone, but I'm just going to show you guys where this is because it's actually freaking stunning. Right on the water. This is where we're doing yoga. That's obviously a videographer getting some content, but it's just such like a beautiful venue. Yeah, it is the Manly Pavilion. It's just like stunning here. Second round of food. Good morning, guys. I am back home in Brisbane now. It was an absolute shit show yesterday afternoon at the airport. I'm gonna get into the story, but my brother and his family are arriving kind of like at any moment now. I'll show you what we set up. Just something simple but cute. All the Aussie snacks. Anyway, the actual event with Withings was so nice. It was one of the better events that I've gone to. We did yoga, and normally I'm not a big fan of yoga, but it was actually such, I can't remember, I think the instructor's name was Mimi, and she was from the Sunshine Coast, but it was such a nice class, and I'm now convinced that I should be doing yoga at least once a week to like reduce stress, because it was so nice. And like doing it next to like the water in Sydney, like I'm so used to a brown lake in Brisbane, the brown snake. And the water is obviously a lot bluer and clearer in Sydney and nice because it's a beach. Other than that, yeah. So I don't know if I want to name and shame any airlines here, but I was flying with Jetstar, and I know sometimes with Jetstar when they delay flights, they can end up getting cancelled. And I knew I had to be home like obviously this morning. So the flight was leaving at like 3:25, then it got pushed back an hour, then it got pushed back 2 hours, and then it got pushed back like another 20 minutes. So I was freaking out that it was gonna get canceled because there was a storm in Brisbane as well. So then last minute, I decided to book another flight with another airline. Like maybe it was like when I started booking the flight, it was like 40 minutes before the flight was leaving. And it let me buy this ticket for this flight. And once I got to like the gate where it was leaving, they were like, oh, we didn't see your name in this flight, so we've already closed the doors. Like I made it to boarding before the boarding had shut, but she'd already closed the doors and couldn't check me into the flight. So then I had to get pushed on, I had to call customer service and I was on the phone to them for like an hour, and then I had to get pushed on the next flight, which was delayed. And then when I got there, they had issues with like, you know how they have to attach those like gates so you can walk from the plane into the airport? They had issues with that. So I ended up being, I think, at the Sydney airport and the Brisbane airport and on the plane for a total of 7 hours. So that wasn't amazing. It was not great, but the event was a lot of fun. I actually need to put my jewelry on and my watch on. But yeah, there was also like a sleep specialist that told us all of this different, like all these different amazing facts about like how you get like a really, really good night's sleep. Light is definitely like the biggest determining factor, because I think she said like too much light creates cortisol, and like dark, cold rooms promotes melatonin, which is like the hormone that makes you fall asleep easier. So yeah, very good. I told her that I've been doing, I don't know if I've mentioned this in the vlog, but me and Tim have decided to like charge our phones in another room and set our alarm in another room. And that has been life-changing. So I've been plugging my phone into like my walk-in wardrobe. So it's not next to me while I'm asleep, because otherwise sometimes before I go to bed, I'll be like replying comments or I'll be stuck in like a doom scroll. And then when the alarm goes off in the morning, then we wake up straight away, because obviously it's ringing in another room. So you've got to get out of bed, instead of like, if it's next to you, you can just hit snooze. So it's been working really well. Anyway, my mum just arrived because we are all surprising my brother. She treats Hazel like it's actually my daughter. She's a little only child. Come on, up, up. Anyway, I'm going to end off this vlog here. Mum, tell them to subscribe and come back for videos every Thursday.
Subscribe and come back for videos every Thursday.
You heard her. You heard the lady. You got to listen to Shaz. All right, bye guys.